The Indian Roads Congress has a long and eventful history during the last 40 years. It has, to its credit, several achievements. It has also undergone several changes and adapted itself to the requirements of the times. The future of this organization would naturally be much more eventful and therefore demands greater efforts on the part of highway engineers who have the privilege to serve it. The origin of the Indian Roads Congress can be traced to the Indian Roads Development Committee appointed by the Government of India in November 1927, which not only recommended that a portion of the reserve in the Central Road Fund should be set apart for research and experiment, but also suggested the holding of road conferences to discuss, among other things, questions relating to road construction and maintenance. The Indian Roads Congress was constituted to provide a forum for regular pooling of experience and ideas on all matters affecting the construction and maintenance of roads in India, to recommend standards and to provide a platform for the expression of professional opinion on matters relating to road engineering, including such questions as those of organization and administration. In its construction, it can be compared with the American Association, which lays down standards on roads and bridges for being followed in the United States of America. The affairs of the Congress are controlled by governing body known as the Council. The Roads Congress is performing a very useful service for the highway engineering profession in the country, and it intends to take up many more important tasks connected with development and construction of highways in the future. Before the Indian Roads Congress was constituted, there were no generally accepted road standards of any kind. There was no specific forum for discussion of highway engineering problems. The part played by roads in the economic development of a country hardly needs to be emphasized. India is mainly an agricultural country, and trunk roads throughout the length and breadth of the country, together with feeder roads in the districts and providing an outlet for the produce of the villages in the interior, are factors of economic value. The Congress is of the view that the object of any transport policy must be to provide and develop cheap and efficient transport for all by means best suited for the kind of the traffic involved, with due regard to the public interest and without favoring any one at the expense of another, and further that the interest of individual producers and means of transport must be subject to the interest of the community. The targets of the Nagpur plan having been more than fully achieved in respect of mileage, new long-term plan for road development was prepared by chief engineers for catering to the needs of the country during the 20-year period ending 1981. This plan, in its draft stage, was discussed by the Council of the Congress and was then revised in the light of the views expressed by them. It also makes recommendations to the government for sending delegations to attend various international conferences on roads and bridges. One of the essential roles played by it has been the evolution of standards pertaining to roads and bridges. The duty of fixing standards for India was assigned to the Indian Roads Congress at the Chief Engineers Conference held at Nagpur in December 1943. These standards are complied by a number of technical committees and subcommittees composed of experts. These committees hold detailed discussions on various aspects of road and bridge problems before making their recommendations, which are given consideration by the executive committee and later by the council before issuing them in the form of standards. The Congress is holding its 39th annual session at Bangalore at a time when Karnataka government has seriously taken up the preparation of a master plan to link up all the villages in the state. I am sure that the engineers of Karnataka would be benefited by the deliberations of the present session in the preparation and execution of the master plan. Sir, you are aware that every year the details of the development activities under communication and buildings in progress with reference to the development envisaged during each financial year is being prepared by each division and sent to this office as a reference material. During the course of the review of the booklet received during the last 3 or 4 years, it is observed that the booklets are not prepared promptly and accurately, giving full details of all the development activities undertaken in each division and many items important particulars like road map of the division and important road works in progress in the division are not being included at all. Previously, detailed and accurate instructions have already been issued, giving a form of the booklet in which it is to be sent. But these instructions are not being implemented, but the information given is very scanty and the booklets are found to be not of much use in this office. It is also observed that the booklets of development activities which are supposed to be sent to this office on or before 15th June of each year, the same are being sent as late as January or February next year. With the result, these reference books are not serving the purpose for which they are meant. In order to improve the utility of the above booklets, guidelines are enclosed herewith. You are therefore requested to prepare the booklets as per the guidelines and submit the same to this office. Part 1 consists of the geographical, economical and other general features. Part 2 consists of details of roads and bridges that are in progress and part 3 consists of details of the buildings given the existing capital cost of the buildings and details of important major buildings in the area. Yours faithfully.